Namaste children. In part 2 of the chapter Political Theory and Introduction, I am going to explain you what we study in political theory, why we study political theory and scope of political theory. So let's begin with the first topic of today's class, what we study in political theory. Students, political theory deals with the ideas and principles that shape constitution, governments, and social life in a systematic manner. It clarifies the meaning of concepts such as freedom, equality, justice, democracy, secularism, and so on. And it probes the significance of principles such as rule of law, separation of powers, judicial review, etc. And if we will talk about the philosophers, so here we see that Rousseau, Marx, Mahatma Gandhi, Lasky, Garner, Kautilya, Aristotle, they did not become politicians, but their ideas influenced generation of politicians everywhere. There are also contemporary thinkers who draw upon them to defend freedom or democracy in our own time. So in political theory, we read about ideas, philosophy of different thinkers, meaning of liberty, freedom, democracy. Fine. And unlike mathematics, where there can be one definition of triangle or square, we encounter many definitions of equality, freedom or justice in political theory by different philosophers and thinkers. Now question is, why should we study political theory? Why we need to study political theory? We may have political ideas, but do we need to study political theory? So these types of questions arise in our minds. Is it not more suited for politicians who practice politics, or for bureaucrats who make policies, or for those who teach political theory, or for lawyers and judges who interpret the constitution and laws, or for activists and journalists who expose exploitations and demands new rights? What do we as a student, you and other people of the society gain by knowing the meaning of freedom or equality? But students, study of political theory is important. First of all, political theory is relevant for all above target groups. As high school students, we may choose one of the above professions in the future, and so indirectly it is relevant for us even now. Fine. Do we not learn mathematics, although not all of us will become mathematicians or engineers? Is it not because basic arithmetic is useful to life in general? Secondly, we can say we are all going to be citizens entitled to vote and decide other issues. To act responsibly, it is helpful to have a basic knowledge of the political ideas and institutions that shape the world we live in. Thirdly, we can say freedom, equality, and secularism are not abstract issues in our lives. We daily encounter discrimination of various sorts in families, schools, colleges, shopping malls, and so on. So political theory encourages us to do is examine our ideas and feelings about political things. Finally, we can say political theory exposes us to systematic thinking on justice, on equality, so that we can polish our opinion and argue in an informed manner and for the sake of common interests. Now, one more important topic is, what is scope of political theory? This is very important topic. Will ask in your exam in 4 or 6 marks. Fine. So here, if we will talk about the scope of political theory, first we can say state and the government are the main subjects of political theory. And secondly, we can say political theory is a study of power also, because the political theory includes the study of power. In other words, you can say political theory is the study of power process. Power has many forms: political, economical, social power, individual and public power, national and international power, etc. Third, you can say that wider scope of the subject, the study of political theory consists of study in different fields, that is formal, informal, economy, social, religion, culture. These factors influence political system. In political theory, we study society, state and international politics. Fourth is study of political ideology. Political theorists also study political ideologies. Various ideologies have been prevalent in the society from Plato to nowadays. For example, idealism, Marxism, Gandhian, socialism, etc. Now, last and important point is study of association and institutions. This is another feature of political theory. And the studies, we have studied various organizations, associations, institutions established in the state. So, all these points comes under the scope of political theory. This is all about the chapter Political Theory and Introduction. Thank you.